This is the work of Grade 2 Group, Module 5, How K to 3 Children Learn Mathematics. Nakasubscribe ka na ba? Kung hindi pa, i-click lang ang subscribe button na makikita nyo sa inyong screen. Thank you! Approaches in Teaching Mathematics. Children learn math in different ways. Therefore, it is necessary to apply different methods and approaches to help them acquire new skills and understand concepts effectively and efficiently. So in my discussion, I will discuss to you the different methods and approaches to teaching math. Number 1 is problem solving. Number 2, situated learning. And number 3 is inquiry-based approach. First is problem solving. Problem solving involves reasoning and proof, communication, drawing connections, and representation according to Charlesworth and Lind 2010. According to Skinner, 1990, page 1, quoted in Charlesworth and Lind 2010, a problem is a question which engages someone in searching for a solution. A problem should first be meaningful to the learner such that he or she would want to solve it with curiosity and eagerness. Number 2, relate to and include the learner's own experiences. Now, in order to see whether these two key points are needed to be found or shown in a problem, let us take a look at this example. Problem number 1. Your nanay asks you to buy 2 cans of corned beef from the store. One can is 36 pesos. If she gave you 100 pesos, will that be enough? Will you get change? Questions. Here are the guided questions. Do you think this is a meaningful problem? Do you think your students will be eager and enthusiastic to solve the problem? If you were to edit the problem, what would you change? So yun, that will be your question. And then this is the routine problems. Routine problem has a predictable pattern and can be able to solve it correctly even without reading and understanding the problem. For example, Anna has 10 pesos, Paco has 7 pesos. How much do they have altogether? So the student notes the keywords how much do they have altogether and concludes that this is an addition problem. He or she adds 10 pesos and 7 pesos and get the answer 17 pesos. This is the routine problem. How about the non-routine problems? Non-routine problem needs to read it carefully before attempting to answer the problem. For example, Anna and Paco want to buy a chocolate pesos. Anna has 6 pesos and Paco has 8 pesos. Do they have enough money to buy the chocolate bar? So the student takes notes of the keyword altogether and concludes again that this is an additional problem. He or she adds 6 pesos and 8 pesos and gets the answer 14 pesos. It is important to give students a strong foundation by teaching them the basics of counting, whole number operations, and the like, and to teach them to make sense of problems before attempting to answer them. They should be taught how to think and how to organize their thinking. So there are 4 essential steps in problem solving. First, evaluate the problem and identify what is being asked. Step 2, think about and plan how to answer the problem. Step 3, answer the problem using the correct strategies. Number 4, evaluate whether your answer is correct. There are 7 kinds of problem that we may use in having problem solving lessons. First is problems that have extra information or with which lack information. Number 2, problems that need estimation or which do not have clear right or wrong answers. Number 3, problems that are applied in everyday life such as when shopping, cooking, and the like. And number 4, problems that are about your students. Number 5, problems that require more than one step and allow the students to use logic or reasoning and test ideas. Number 6, problems that will require your students to make their own problems. Number 7, problems that will require students to provide data. And take note, don't expect your students to learn the different problem strategies right away. This will be introduced gradually and developed throughout their elementary grades. Don't forget to let your students explain their solutions or the process they use in solving a problem. This enables them to better understand what they did and how they did it. It also allows you to assess whether the students understood the process used. And the second approach in teaching mathematics is situated learning. So this is the situation. Miss Santos set up a makeshift sari-sari store inside the classroom. She arranged different items such as corned beef, milk, crackers, chocolate, tetra pack of juice, shampoo, soap, and toothpaste. Every item has a price. She instructs the students to choose 2 items to buy from the store and figure out the amount they need to pay and the change they will get if they pay with certain amounts of money. Question: do you think children will actively participate in this activity? I think yes. Do you think learning will occur in this activity? Of course. So what is situated learning? It is an instructional approach developed by John Luff and Etienne Winger based on the idea derived from the work of Dewey, Vygotsky, and others, that learning occurs through active participation in a real or authentic activity, context, and culture. Social interaction is a critical component of situated learning. For example, Learners become involved in a community of practice, which embodies certain beliefs and behaviors to be acquired. This contrasts with most classroom learning activities, which involve knowledge that is abstract and out of context. So that is situated learning. Natuto sila kapag hands-on or napagdadaanan nila sa buhay, yung nagagawa nila everyday. Simple activity, thumbs up if the learning activity is an example of situated learning, thumbs down if otherwise. Okay. Mr. Santos asked the student to read their textbooks and answer the exercise on page 3 to 20. Is it situated learning? Students play the role of passengers on a jeepney who need to pay the correct fare to the jeepney driver and calculate change to different amounts paid. Yes, it is. Thumbs up. Teacher Lani discussed and showed how to add numbers with regrouping. Teacher Rose gives students chocolates and asks them how they will divide the chocolates among themselves. It is thumbs up. So 1 and 3 is thumbs down.